So, Bill, you visited Nashville recently?
Yeah.
Yeah, and didn't you say those friends, you met them in Japan?
No, I didn't meet them in Japan, but they did come to Japan. Actually, they were the reason I came to Japan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they came before I came in 1994, and they invited me to come and see them.
Right. Well, how did you see them before coming to Japan?
Well, these friends were part of two big life-changing experiences for me.
Japan, and what else?
Well, I first met them when I was in college, and at that time, I didn't have a really good sense of what I wanted to do in the future.
Okay, you didn't.
Yeah, and, I wanted to try something new.
Yeah.
I remember, sitting in one of my university classes, hearing, other students talk about their plans for the future.
Right. Yeah.
And, they all seemed to have a pretty clear idea of what they wanted to do.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, one guy was planning to go to law school, another to med school.
Yeah.
And I had no idea what I wanted to do, not even a clue.
Yeah, right. It's like that for a lot of people in college.
I know, and some people treat it like a buffet. They instead of choosing a salad, a soup, and a fish, they choose science, a lit, and a history.
Yeah, right.
That can go on for years,
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, I was sick of not knowing where my life was headed. So then later that day, I came across a sign in the school cafeteria.
Yeah?
Yeah, it said something like, make a difference, become involved, meet new people, join citizen action.
Wow, I bet that made an impression.
Yeah, it did. It seemed like just what I was looking for, really.
Yeah, I think I've heard of them. They're kind of like Greenpeace, right?
Yeah. They're like a lobbying group, and they work to improve the environment, increase access to health care, and, progressive issues like that.
Right.
So the very next day, I went and applied, and they hired me.
Wow, great.
Yeah, on the first day, and all the employees had a morning briefing that day, and then we broke up into groups of 6 to 10, and then each group drove to a different neighborhood, and when we got there, we all split up.
Oh.
And my job was to go door to door and talk to people about our issues, to try to get new members, and also ask for donations.
Oh. How many houses did you have to go to?
About 100 houses in 5 hours.
100 houses?
Yeah, and I had to memorize a rap, what I was supposed to say about the issues we happened to be working on at that time.
Sort of like a salesman comes to rap?
Exactly. You rehearsed it, and you had answers prepared in case someone asked you a question.
Oh, wow.
And I remember, how I felt as I knocked on my first door. I was really nervous.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I can imagine.
And, then the door opened, and this middle-aged guy in his bathrobe answered.
Could have been a bad time.
Yeah, it must be, because, when I started telling him about our issues, he growled, not interested, and slammed the door in my face.
Yeah, on your first door, too.
Yeah, I was really bummed out at first, but I regrouped and went to the next door and tried again.
Yeah, and this time?
Success.
Wow.
Yeah, a really nice lady who gave me a check for $60.
Oh, big difference.
Yeah. I remember I felt this, surge of confidence after that. It was a great feeling, convincing people I knew what I was talking about.
Yeah, no, it is. And how long did you work there?
Only a few months.
Oh, okay, just a few months. Right.
Yeah, they definitely had a pretty high turnover. It was easy to get burned out or fired.
Which were you?
Fired.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the way it worked in my office was you had to make quota every week.
Oh, okay. And how much was quota?
$120 a night.
Wow. And if you didn't make it?
Well, if you missed it, you got a warning, and they called it going on the life raft.
Going on the life raft.
Yeah. But, anyway, right near the end of my term there, we were in the office one day, and our director opened our morning meeting, not with his usual greeting, but by holding up a newspaper.
Yeah, and what did it say?
It said, Legislature accepts Citizen Action Recycling Plan.
Oh, great.
Yeah, everybody cheered. It was great. We felt like we made a difference.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.